대출이나 아니면은 이거를 이런 정보들을 활용해서 이제 마이크로 랜딩 이런 대출 소액 대출 같은 경우도 이제 가능해지고요. 그래서 다양한 부분에서 이제 사회 취약계층이라고 할 수 있는 그 농업에 종사하고 있는 분들을 위한 그런 플랫폼을 제공을 해주기 때문에 소셜 임팩트와 굉장히 잘 맞다고 생각을 하고 또 이제 인도네시아 정부와도 좀 굉장히 활발하게 교류를 하고 있습니다. 그래서 오늘 한번 자세한 이야기들을 이제 들어볼 텐데요. 먼저 하라 토큰의 대표인 그 레지가 왔습니다. So next up we have Reggie from Hara Token to introduce about the project and social impacts. So please welcome him with a big round of applause.
Thank you. So good afternoon, everybody. I would like to say thank you to all Hansamida because today is my dreams come true. Why? Because 1.5 months ago I was invited by blockchain for social impact by consensus in Washington DC. That was the best conference ever for me because people around the room are people not selling ICO, people really talking about good projects and good impact. So today, 2 weeks ago I met Daniel, introduced by our friends. And today I meet you all in this room who are going to talk the same thing, not talking about ICO, but talking about good project for the good society. So thank you very much for that. So let me go through what we are doing currently in Indonesia. And Hara is a subsidiary of the company called DataBot. I founded DataBot back in 2015. We are the largest data analytics company, and we collect billions data points across Indonesia, across the region, from demography, geographically, and including the linguistic data. And we create a robot, machine learning and artificial intelligence to collect, connect, and integrate all those data in a granular level. So throughout the years since 2015 until today, we've been working with big corporations around the world like World Bank, Central Bank of Indonesia, Samsung. We work with Samsung, Daewoo, Hanwha Insurance in Korea as well, and fast moving goods company. So after we collect abundance of data, I felt not something right in terms of developing the business. We make exponential growth in terms of the company. We are invested back in 2016, and we make a lot of profit out of it. But those data that we collect from public, we didn't give any incentive, we didn't give any benefit from the data providers. My question to you guys in the room who own Samsung or iPhone, who actually own the data? Is it you, Samsung, or iPhone, or the telco, SKTel, or any telco provider, or Facebook, or WhatsApp, or Kakao? So that's a question that I keep asking myself regarding who actually own the data, who actually supposed to get reward, who actually supposed to get the benefit. So back in 2016, 17, early days, so we keep questioning ourselves, can we sustain our business moving forward by keep collecting data from the public, by scanning IoT, drones, satellite, and all those crawling that we are doing. So we decide back in 2017 to disrupt ourselves, because we don't want to become another Facebook with Cambridge Analytica, which all the data that they're collecting used by somebody else for different purposes. So that's why we come up with a project we call Hara, because we believe that every human being in this world who eat food, nobody not eating, right? So who eat food has the knowledge, information, and rights to know exactly where their food coming from. Because it's our rights to really know where the seeds, processing, and where they sell, that you eat, you drinks, you have a high consciousness in terms of deciding which food that you're eating. That's our state of mind by the end of the journey that we are envisioning ourselves. So back in 2016, we start early developing agriculture project using drones, using satellite sensors. We scale from 0 to 5,000 hectares and really impacting around 1,300 farmers. But when we try to push ourselves to be more bigger scale, the problem that we are facing was actually the data is not available. In developing country like us, third world country like us, the data is not available. Government doesn't give any any information regarding the soil, the data, the farmers' data, the land tagging, land certification, and so forth. So we have difficulties to really to scaling ourselves. And early 2017, we start pivoting our business model in Hara by incentivizing the farmers to share the data by them getting the point, and for those points can be redeemed in kiosk and some others point redemption system. So that's why we started that initiative, because we believe what we are doing can really giving an impact to the society. Because Indonesia, as you know, is the largest economy in the world, the largest population in the Southeast Asia. We have a 260 million population, and 33% of labor force in agriculture, and we contribute around 14% of GDP through agriculture. And if you look at those farmers, 93% are smallholders. What does it mean, smallholders? Smallholders means that they work with less than 1 hectares of land. So their income is around one season, 4 months, it was around 600 US dollar, which is based on the World Bank, is near a poverty line that they're working. And 83% they don't have any access to the micro loan or the bank services within the country. And not proud, but this is the reality that we are facing. All the crops, all the food that we are eating are imported, from wheat, maize, paddy rice, even the poorest poor people eating soybeans, right? And 99% of soybeans are imported. So we are really, as a country, not really not able to be dependent or having a food sovereignty in the future if we are not changing ourselves in the way we produce what we need to eat in terms of food. So in terms of stats, look, Vietnam is higher production in terms of cost of producing any food. We are less. We are more expensive compared with other countries in the region, and a lot of post-harvest lost 20% because there is inefficiency in terms of running the business within the supply chain. Why is that? After digging information and trying to validate what is our hypothesis, we found there's a lot of asymmetric information happening in the country. So there's no data for any decision making to make a good decision in terms of choosing where they can take the supply, where they can distribute their products, and so on and so on. And including central bank that we are working with right now, they have a monitoring and control of inflation. What the data that they are having is only the data of the price of each product in the market. They don't have any visibilities of the data of the productions. They don't have any visibility of the data of the supply chain within the agriculture sectors, because 10 out of 14 of inflation's driver in the country like us are agriculture products. So that's the disparity of the data that we want to solve moving forward. And talking about agriculture sectors in the world, we have the second largest industry in the world after energy. We have a 5 trillion annual market size in terms of food and agriculture, compared with e-commerce, payment, pharmaceutical, and any advertising business around the world. We are the second largest after the energy. And when we talk about 5 trillion industry, impacting around 1.5 billion citizens across the world, and from 1.5, around 40% are smallholder farmers. So the impact that we, and the magnitude that we expect after years that we are developing, we really want to impact billions of people, because this is the stats that we are looking at right now. And where we would like to start, we started the project back in 2017 and now we are having around 3,000 coming of 85,000 by the end of this year of farmers that we are working with. And these are the countries that we believe that we need to roll out our employment: Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Bangladesh, Kenya, Uganda. I'm so happy we look this morning, this afternoon, we can collaborate more in Uganda, because we plan to roll out in Uganda by the end of this October this year. Located in the equatorial